Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki for those of you who are new here, and for those of you who are not, welcome back. Alright guys, so we are going to actually do a little different from my normal routine, and we're going to start with brows today. So as you can see, my brows already kind of look somewhat done. I just zoomed you guys in a little bit so you can get a closer look. So I actually just like plucked my brows and styled them and like basically just like did them for the first time in a long time, trimmed them up and everything. And I actually did something different than my normal routine. And so what I did was I actually got clear soap. This bar, it doesn't have a brand on it or anything, and you can see here where I like sprayed a little bit of setting spray. So that's what I have on my brows right now, and you guys, I love this entire feeling, the way that it feels like so tight and locked in. So I am super excited about that. I actually recently got a question from one of you guys asking me what I'd use on my brows, that I have really nice brows, and this is what they look like with nothing in them but that soap. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of show you guys some of my quick like drugstore favorites while we're doing this video. So first off is the Wet n Wild Retractable Brow Pencil. This one looks like the ABH Brow Definer in its shape. And I normally just use this to like fill in the tail of my brow. You can see I started there. I'm just kind of like filling in some sparse areas with this pencil. The most sparseness I have, which I feel like is the truth for most people, is sparseness on the outer part of my brow, like just right here. That part is always the lightest for me. I actually love the way this brow looks in comparison to the other one. The other one has like a little bit more bald spots, I think. But yeah, I love this pencil. It is so easy to use, and I like that it's kind of fat because you're not sitting there doing these itty bitty strokes and they're not taking you like forever. So that is just with a little bit of brow pencil. Again, this is Wet n Wild, so I normally get mine at CVS or Walgreens. And then again from Wet n Wild is this Ultimate Brow Kit. It comes with a spoolie and it comes with a little brush to apply it with, and then wax, and then 2 powders. I normally use the lighter powder, even for me, like with my super dark brows. I think the other powder is too dark. And I was actually gonna buy the ABH powders, and I've been using this powder consistently, and I just realized that there was no need to spend money on a high-end brow powder when Wet n Wild does it so beautifully for literally so cheap. So the soap thing is new to me, so I've never really done that before. Today's literally the first day I've ever tried it, but you guys, I liked it so much I think it's gonna be how I do my brows from now on. Just because I feel like it styled them so perfectly, and they really feel like they're not going anywhere. Like, not that I ever really have an issue with my brows, I guess, running away from me, but this just feels so secure, and I like the way that it looked so much. Okay, so this is what they look like with the brow powder and the brow pencil. And then the last thing that I do is go in with a brow gel. Honestly, they don't feel like they need a brow gel because of the soap. They feel so set and so beautiful. But normally, these are like my go-to like drugstore brow gels. This is the Maybelline Brow Precise. I have the color medium brown, and then I also have like a dark brown, I believe. And then I love the Essence Make Me Brows. This is in the shade Brownie Brows, and honestly, I feel like the Maybelline one has a little bit more of a like staying power, but I like the applicator more for the Essence one. Like the little spoolie on this is just like beautifully precise to me, and I really like both products. So it's kind of just personal preference, but I feel like neither one of these products is like even doing anything for my brows at this point other than just kind of like rebrushing them in the direction that the soap had them in. The feeling is so tight, and like honestly, it just feels like my brows are not going anywhere. So I just wanted to kind of throw that step in there because I normally never do my brows on camera, but I know that I've been getting a lot of questions about it, and I know that people like to see different things, so I figured I would throw it in this video while we're talking about some drugstore goodies. So next up, I'm going to prime. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Coconut Primer. This is their water drop primer. They have 3 different scents of this. I like the coconut one. I really like their cucumber ones as well, but I just think the coconut one smells so tropical, and so I'm going to apply this. My skin is really dry right now, so I'm just going to apply this everywhere. I'm going to go in with a pore filling primer on the center of my face and nose. I'm not going in with anything super mattifying on the skin today because the foundation and concealer that I'm going to be using are going to be pretty mattifying products, so I'm going to try to avoid using anything too drying on the skin. So I'm just going to go with the regular Poreless Putty Primer instead of the mattifying one. If I go in with like a dewy foundation, I will go in for the mattifying one. And I'm just applying this in the center of my face and on my nose. That is generally like my problem area, as it is for probably most people. So okay, so as I said, I'm gonna go in with a pretty mattifying foundation. This is one of my favorite, I think if not my favorite, drugstore foundation. It performs so high-end and so full coverage to me. It is a dream. This is the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Foundation. I have the shade 128 Warm Nude. And you guys, I just find that this foundation is everything. I mean, it covers everything. Like, and I love this color. I find that it's like such a good match for me. Right now I'm very, very pale, so it might come off a little more yellow. I literally haven't been in the sun in forever, but I'm telling you, this foundation is so good. Like, do you see how it just covered up that entire area? Oh my god, yeah, this is getting too dark for me. I literally need to go outside soon, you guys. It's been a minute since I've like actually like laid out or been to the pool or tanned or anything. I pretty much try to stay as indoors as possible just due to everything. I really feel like just staying indoors is the best policy, so I pretty much don't go out unless absolutely necessary. I'm also just taking this and dragging it down my neck with a foundation brush. So now I'm going to go with some concealer. I've been loving the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I like both the dewy formula and the matte formula of this concealer. Today I'm going to go in with the matte formula just because I feel like this is I only have one color of the hydrating one, and it's a little bit too dark for me right now. This is in the shade Light Sand, and it is like a nice brightening color. Also, this is super full coverage, and I'm going for like a nice full glam face today. So I'm gonna also set that with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. This is probably like my go-to drugstore powder. I think it's so good. I have loved it. I have repurchased it. I have mine in the shade Fair Light. Okay guys, so I completely forgot how incredibly drying this concealer is. When I tell you it looked so crusty under my eyes a second ago, I literally had to go in and like add a little bit more concealer because I had let it sit too long on my skin. Girl. So I went in with a little sponge and I did my normal routine like if I was going to bake, but I used a less powder. And now I'm just going in with a brush and the powder by itself and kind of just distributing it instead of baking, because if I were to bake with these products, I mean literally I think my skin would just crackle. Like what the heck. I have combo skin. Even using a dewier primer, I think just the combination of a really matte foundation and a really matte concealer is maybe just too much with baking and everything. So I tried to go a little lighter on that. I'm also going to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow powder. I've never used this all over my face, so I've always just been super intimidated by doing that, so I've never tried it. I'm just going to take this large powder brush and a little bit of the Halo Glow powder and kind of just dust it on my cheeks. I really want to make sure that like my bronzers and stuff aren't patchy. Since I haven't been doing my makeup a whole lot, I feel like I'm a little rusty, and every time I've been doing my bronzer, I notice that it's like a little patchy for some reason. So I'm going in to just make sure that it's like completely not going to be patchy. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with some bronzer. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer. I have the shade 200. This is like their medium one. And I have been on a kick of using my Wet n Wild, my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer for so long that I've pretty much neglected my other drugstore bronzers. So I figured it was time to show them some love. But this one's actually looking so beautiful and it's so silky. I don't know if you can see it on my skin, but it looks beautiful. Like, oh my goodness. I definitely wasn't expecting to feel this way about this bronzer right now, but like I know I liked it, but like maybe I haven't been showing it enough love. I'm also going to go ahead and contour my nose with this. I normally always use the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, so hopefully I like this for nose contour, because I pretty much don't use anything but the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer on my nose. I'm also going to go with my e.l.f. bronzer palette. This is in the shade Bronze Beauty. And I'm going to take the two matte shades in here and just kind of dabble into these two to kind of contour and just kind of deepen up this back portion right here of my cheeks. I like bronzing first and then doing this because I find that it makes everything look a little more subtle. I actually just went into one of the shimmer ones. Oops. I had some breakouts right here, but with using that really full coverage foundation, and also like, I don't know what is going on, but like I'm finding that my makeup is applying beautifully today. Knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't change and everything just stays good. But these e.l.f. palettes are great. They also have a blush one, and you guys, these are so good for traveling, so good for when you're on the go and just like in a pinch, and they're so affordable. I totally recommend these. Okay guys, so before we move on to the rest of the skin, or anything else really, I cannot stand the way my lips look any longer, so I'm going to go ahead and use a lip scrub and a lip mask just to kind of prep my lips for makeup and lip product. I'm going to go in with the Milani Keep It Sweet Sugar Lip Scrub. This is what it looks like, and I really like this. I haven't used too much of it, but I've used it quite a few times, enough to know that I like it. And this is in the number Sugar Sweet. And then I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Sleeping Mask in the lavender scent slash flavor, I guess. And you guys, I love this. You can see I've hit pan on it. I love it so much. I will literally repurchase it as soon as I run out. Okay, I could not stand the way my lips looked any longer, so we're going to jump in with some blush right now. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in the shade Mellow Wine. I love this. They actually changed their packaging to like a little circle now, and I like that as well. All of their blushes are super nice. I like this one because it's kind of like a mauve-y, peachy situation, and I love it. I mean, just like absolutely beautiful. I think this is like one of the most perfect like drugstore bridal blushes out there, and I like to take it on a stippling brush and kind of do it in this formation on my cheeks, kind of blending that in with my bronzer a little bit. I'm also just going to run some on the tip of my nose. It's not super crazy, but it gives a nice little flush effect. And then I'm going to spritz my face really quick. I like a lot of different sprays and setting sprays and all that good stuff right now, and I used this so much and then I kind of stopped because I realized I was running out, but I'm gonna get back to it because I love this. This is the NYX Bare With Me setting spray, so I love the spritzer on this as well. I'm just gonna spray my face real quick because I really like my face to look like my makeup on my skin to look like skin and not like I have a full face, even though I do. And because I use a lot of powder, I like to set my face multiple times throughout the makeup doing process. So I also like the way this smells. The scent is not too incredibly strong, so it's really nice. The mist on it is so fine. Like, there's not a single water droplet on my face, but my entire face got covered with spray. So next I'm going to jump into eyes, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer in the shade Light Honey. And I'm going to prime my eyelids with this, and I'm also going to carve them out. Okay guys, so I'm loving the way my makeup is turning out. If you can't tell, I'm like just obsessed. And I love this little brush. I really think that anybody and everybody, because I used to just do my concealer and like priming. Oh, did I just get that on my shirt? And priming of my eyelids with this brush. This is the e.l.f. or Ulta Flat Concealer Brush. But I've started using a little brush like this as well. This is like a nice little domed concealer brush. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques. And I just love it for the inner corner and then like this little area right here. And just kind of like pressing in everything and making sure there's no creases, even out here. I mean, honestly, just I really, really enjoy this. And get you a brush like this. It's going to change your game, I promise. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the eyes. I'm only going to use 2 products really here, and the first thing I'm going to do is go in with my bronzer. So the eyes are going to be really simple today. I am obsessed with this little e.l.f. palette. I want to get some more, but at the same time I feel like there's not really a necessity there. I need to go through some of my eyeshadow palettes, you guys. I don't make dents in any of them anymore. But this is the e.l.f. Bite Size Shadow in the shade Pumpkin Pie. I've used this quite a few times on my channel, and you guys, these are so good. I also want to get the blush and highlighter duos from them, but for now, these Bite Size eyeshadow palettes are where it's at for me. So I like to start with some bronzer. I'm just going to take it nice and high on my crease, but I'm going to throw this into this like top part of my eye. It's not even really my crease because my crease is really down here, but this is going to be my nice like little transition shade into everything. I really want my eyes to look nice and elongated today. By the way, my eyelashes I feel like look really nice, and it's because I haven't been wearing any makeup like at all. So also I wanted to mention these brushes. I got this as Five Below. They are the cheek brushes. This is what they look like. I don't have let's see, here's another one. But this is what they look like. My Five Below has a display of them and they are so nice. I love this one in particular. This is their crease brush. And this is what I'm going to use with this shade right here. So these little e.l.f. duo or little quads have 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. And I'm just going to go with the lighter one here. And this is going to go straight into my crease, like my actual crease here. And I'm going to try to concentrate this product kind of on the outside of my eye because I kind of want to elongate my eye a little bit. So with just whatever's left over, I'm going to blend this inner part of my eye. But I'm going to try to keep the majority of this product kind of out here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this look entirely matte, I think. Except for some shimmer that I might throw on. But like I'm not going to use the shimmers here today. What I'm going to do is take a little flat brush like these and this brown shade. And I'm going to do a little eyeliner situation here. So first I'm going to press. I do this a lot and I actually think I did a video of this on my channel using this exact same palette. I think we're going to switch it up a little bit today. I'm only using a little bit of this on the lash line to kind of give some definition. But I'm also going to go in with some eyeliner. So just a little. I really want my lashes and like my lash line to look really fluffy. And I think this is kind of what's going to give me that effect. So you can see I didn't really drag it out. I just kind of made it into shadow. So I think I'm going to go in. I changed my mind. Of course I changed my mind. I always change my mind. That seems to be the trend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I love this taupey shade instead of this like pumpkin-y one. And I'm just going to run that in the beginning portion of my eye right here. Literally just right here in the front. And I'm going in with this with the shadow completely dry. Like I'm telling you guys, these little e.l.f. quads are so good and they're only $3. Then I'm going to take a bit of my face highlighter. You know guys, if you guys watch my channel at all, you know I like to use more than one highlighter. So I'm going to take the lighter highlighter I'm going to use and just pop this in the inner corner. This is one of the Wet n Wild loose highlighters. I will share in a minute which one exactly. This is that like Zodiac one that they came out with, but now they have like other shades of it as well. Then I'm going to take the e.l.f. Flirty Birdy little liquid glitter shadow, and I'm going to take the product on my finger and then kind of press it on the back of my hand. That way I just get some of the like glitter pigment, and I'm just going to lightly press. That way it's not super intense, but it's kind of like a, oh, what did you do? Now I'm just going to go ahead and pop on some eyeliner. This is totally optional. I'm going to use this Covergirl liner. It is in the shade at 320. It is a nice matte black eyeliner. Okay, so I literally forgot the name of this a second ago, but this is the Covergirl Major Matte Black Liquid Eyeliner. I think that is one of the easiest eyeliners ever. Like, it is so easy to create a wing with that eyeliner and then actually turn out the freaking same. It is just so consistent. So I'm going to do the lower lash line real quick, and what I like to do is just take the sponge that I was using on my face and press it on the bottom of my eyes so that they're nice and not so dry, just because I use a lot of powder. And then I'm just going to take this little bronze shade and run that under the eyes. I totally recommend this little palette and all of these guys. This one is particularly like my favorite just because I like bronzy things, but especially if you are somebody who is on the go and like you have a fairly reasonable size makeup bag and you don't want to carry a big eyeshadow palette around, this is amazing. So I'm just going to go in with some eyeliner on my waterline. I have been loving this. This is the Essence Lash Princess Sculpted Mascara. You can get this at Ulta for $5. I think also Walgreens sells Essence as well. I've never seen Essence in Walmart, but I know that one of the major drugstores carries it. They are such an affordable brand and I love their mascaras. I think it's one of the products that they like always hit it out of the park with. Okay guys, so I'm gonna be really real with you guys. I'm a hot mess right now. So normally I keep like 3 or 4 pairs of lashes in here and I know what they are, but this is my lash situation right now. So these are all the lashes that I have tried probably in the last 2 months. And a lot of these are brand new and I could probably tell you what one of these pairs is, and there's probably like 5 or 6. So I think I know the lashes I'm going to put on today. They're the ones I got at the dollar store. I will insert a photo of the packaging right here. But to be fair, I'm not 100% sure. we're almost finished with this look. I'm going to go ahead and do my lip. I was going to do a red lip, but I really think that a nice nude is where it's at. Like, just even having this gloss on my lips was made me think like this definitely needs a nude. So I'm just going to wipe off this lip mask. Okay guys, so this is my lip combo so far. I have the LA Girl Perfect Precision Lip Liner in the shade, you guessed it, Cafe. This is my favorite lip liner. And the Wet n Wild High Shine Brilliance Mega Lash lipstick in the shade Close Off. This is super shiny. It almost looks like I have a gloss on my lips, but it is literally just this lipstick. I love it. Again, completely drugstore. And next I want to throw on some gloss. I'm a gloss girl. If you know me, if you looked at my Instagram, it's pretty much all gloss and a red lip here and there. So the first thing I'm going to do is go in with the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in the shade Peach Bellini to kind of lighten the inner part of the lip. And what I like to do, especially with this gloss, I feel like a lot doesn't come up on the applicator. So I kind of like to go in like 2 or 3 times and put some on the back of my hand. I think twice is good for this. And then just pop it right in the center. So you could leave it at that. I love this lip plumping glosses. They're so good. e.l.f. really outdid themselves with those, I think. They feel like such a nice high-end formula. But then I'm going to go with the Essence High Shine, or Shine 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 Wet Look Lip Gloss. This is the shade Behind the Scenes. This is like the clear one. But let me show you. This is what it looks like new, and this is what mine looks like. So I use it to top off every lip gloss and lipstick I own that is a nude. And so it's created this beautiful, like, sheer pinky gloss with a little bit of a shimmer in it. And I use this all the time because I find that this formula just really amps up the glossiness of any lip gloss that I have. Like, nothing beats this formula. Super Barbie wet looking, and I love that. So if you're looking for a good clear gloss, girl, get on this Essence. I think it's only a few bucks and it is so good. And normally what I like to do is use my Wet n Wild highlighter kind of all over here. That is the Wet n Wild Precious Petals highlighter. I use that stuff all the time. But I wanted to reach for my drugstore products that I don't necessarily use as often. So today I grabbed the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlight in the shade Molten Gold. I'm afraid this is going to be a little too dark for my skin, so let's just try it out. No, it seems good. I'm going to bring it a little bit on the inner part of my cheeks like I do with the Wet n Wild one. But mostly I'm using this as like my regular highlighter. And then I'm going to go with a little bit of the Zodiac one and a little bit of extra blush. This is the Milani Luminoso. This is such an OG blush for so many people, and I haven't used it in forever. It's just been sitting in the back of my collection, so I figured we'll bust it out today. It's a nice like luminous blush. You can already see like right there. That is just the blush. So I'm just going to pop it in the center of my cheeks. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit more highlighter. This is the Wet n Wild like Zodiac collection highlighter I was mentioning earlier. And I'm just going to take literally just a little off the cap and tap off the excess and right at the top of my cheekbones. Okay, so last but not least, I'm going to go in with the Milani Make It Last spray. This spray is everything. I wore this on my wedding day and it is just phenomenal. It literally makes your makeup last all day. So I'm not 100% sure what I was saying. My mom called me in the middle of that and then I got a little sidetracked, but I know I was talking about the Make It Last setting spray. Anyway, my thoughts are on this is just that it's amazing. So I'm going to spritz my face real quick. Literally, it's 10 o'clock at night. I'm not going anywhere. But if I was, this would make it last literally all day. Alright guys, so I have finished this makeup look. I feel like maybe it took me a little longer. I was really thorough, I feel like, in this video. So let me know what you guys think about it. And honestly, I love this makeup look. I think it looks so beautiful, so complimentary, and it was so simple and easy to do, truly. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys!